All right, you guys, this your boy back at y'all with another one. Let's get down to business. So I just listened to Professor Black Truth's video about the Supreme Court picks and that Stephen Breyer is going to step down from the Supreme Court in June. Um, and Biden has made it clear that it's going to be a black woman. But when you look at the picks, a deeper dive of the picks, and if you have not seen Professor Black Truth's video on that, I highly recommend you do so, right? But when you take a deeper dive of the picks, the immigrants, um, not 7 out of 8 of them are swirlers, um, means they married to a white man, right? Um, and they don't represent black people's interests. And what does having a black woman on the Supreme Court, what does that do? It doesn't cost white supremacy nothing. It don't cost them anything. Just like Juneteenth or National Hip Hop History Day or National Hip Hop um, Celebration Month. Or having Maya Angelou in the quarter, or having Harriet Tubman statue somewhere in Philadelphia. It does not cost the dominant society anything. These all of these things are nothing more than symbolic gestures to distract and deflect us from what the real issue is. And I know they was talk about Kamala Harris possibly being on the Supreme Court and all that, but I personally don't see that happening, if you ask me. Um, this whole notion that we're just going to throw symbolic gestures along the way and that you're going to have uh, people like Tiffany Crosshair or Cross Eye or Cross Dresser and Roly Poly, that fat butterball, bowling head bastard, that butterball basting bastard, and other people in the media, right? Oh man, this is such a historic occasion. You hear these bootlicks right now in the white media, right? These black bootlicks in the white media. Oh, this is such a historic occasion, and we all need to relish in the fact that there's diversity within the Biden administration, and Biden is really going out his way to make sure that the black community is incorporated in. Look, that's all a bunch of bullshit, okay? If you ask me, it's a bunch of bullshit. I wouldn't take the banana in the tailpipe, right? What does that do? If anybody that's watching this video right now that might be wondering, contemplating, even having any kind of remote consideration of this, what does this do? What does it do to have a black woman on the Supreme Court? Because if you ask me, it does absolutely nothing. It does nothing because it costs them nothing. One black woman on the Supreme Court, one black man, and if you think about it, Clarence Thomas, he's married to a white woman. He's a swirl. So when you factor all that in, when you factor all that in, I mean, what is we talking about here? I just want to know, what does that do? It doesn't cost anybody anything. That's like throwing out bird seed and all that. They continue to not listen. They continue to disrespect us. They continue to do these things that are not constitute the empowerment of the black society. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't cost them anything. And then when you look at it, nobody in the black community picked these women. And by looking at who they're married to, except for the one woman who's married to a Nigerian or whatever like that. But even then, you can even make a case for her. All these women here have contempt for black men. Most of these, most of these women are immigrants. Most of these women are married to white men, and they probably have contempt for black men. Nobody in the black community picked these women. These were people in the white media and the dominant and other aspects of the dominant society that propped these women up. And Kamala Harris fits that same fold. She's married to a white man also, who's also Jewish. So when I look at these so-called candidates for the Supreme Court, it does nothing for me. It does absolutely nothing for me. And the fact that they're pushing these people up and propping these people up like, oh, this is such a historic occasion. Whoever is the nominee and gets confirmed, this will be the first black woman in history to be part of the Supreme Court. See, this is something we can talk about in class during Black History Month. Or this is something we can talk about on Juneteenth, because remember last year, Biden signed Juneteenth into law. Now, does that cost white supremacy anything? No. It costs them nothing, and it benefits everybody. It doesn't specifically benefit the black community. Everybody got the benefit from that. This is why I got a problem when we got bootlicking sellouts trying to speak for everybody. They're trying to speak for us to include everybody. We continue to get disrespected. We continue to get persecuted. We continue to get beat on and whipped on and all that. And then at the same time, we're the same ones supposed to extend the olive branch. Just disgusting, man. It doesn't do anything. If you ask me, it does absolutely nothing, and it costs them nothing. Period. Let's just be honest about the situation, man. Where is a foundational Black American black woman on that list of candidates? Can you find one? Can you identify one? So no, I don't respect what they're doing, and I don't. That's not going to get me off the square of Biden being a white supremacist racist. Especially when you got that Bojangle chicken eating motherfucker and Jim Clyburn all up in Biden's ear. So no, I don't respect none of them choices, man. None of them choices does anything for me. It doesn't. Them choices does absolutely nothing for me. Now the youngest one on that panel just happened to be 45 years old. The youngest one on the list of choices for the Supreme Court. So my question to everybody out here that might be watching this video: what does a black woman on the Supreme Court do for the black community? What does it do? Does it put tangibles in our pocket? Does it get us out of the? Does it give us the tangibles necessary to provide generational wealth and to get us out of debt? Does it empower you to own your own business, to provide generational wealth for your family and all that? So if the answer to those questions are no, then I'm gonna ask you, how does this benefit the black community? Oh, so our kids can talk about it in history class, or in social studies, or during Black History Month, we get to prop up an immigrant as, this woman here who's married to this black woman who's married to a white man is the first Supreme Court justice in American history. Is this somebody you can be inspired behind? Because that's the kind of shit that we are subjected to. Don't you want to be like her, right? Kamala Harris was the vice president, was sworn in as vice president. Now you've seen all these murals, you've seen all these paintings, you've seen her in the magazines as this black woman all of a sudden, when she never proclaimed herself to be black. She's taking selfies on Black Lives Matter Boulevard out in DC, right? All those paintings, all those pictures, all those murals are her. And we continue to have black people fall for the banana in the tailpipe. We continue to have black people fall for the okie doke. I am not a fan of these selections. None of us picked these selections. Who made the pickings? Who picked these women to all of a sudden be the Supreme Court nominee? Just because Biden said, "Oh man, we're gonna have a black woman." No. Who picked these people? One of the judges defended a white supremacist who literally had tattoos from head to toe out in California. And overturned the death penalty for that white supremacist who killed 2 people. And just went on this rampage and all that. So, once again, how does this benefit the black community? Because lately we've been seeing a whole bunch of symbolic gestures. And shout out to the African Sci-Fi Scholar in the building. And I also appreciate your donation the other day through the Cash App. Right. More symbolic gestures. That does nothing. It's not more than a smokescreen to get us off our tangibles. That's all it is. All these symbolic gestures we've been seeing lately, and I explained a couple of them. Want to be, you had the Black Lives Matter Boulevard, okay? during the uprisings the last couple years ago. Then you had the um, National Hip Hop History Month, National Hip Hop Celebration Day, uh, Maya Angelou and the Quarter, Harriet Tubman as a statue out in Philadelphia. You had when George Floyd was killed, you had uh, you had a whole bunch of Democrats taking a knee at the Capitol wearing kente cloths and all that. You had a Marine holding the door open for George Floyd's daughter. Juneteenth got signed into law. All these symbolic gestures that was propped up by the white media. What did that do? Did that benefit the black community specifically? Did that provide generational wealth? It didn't do any of that. That's nothing tangible. That's not something that you can hold on to and cherish it and preserve it. And it doesn't only benefit black people. It benefits everybody else. So Asians can get tangibles, gay people can get tangibles, Latinos can get tangibles, Jewish people, they get all kinds of tangibles. They get everything, and yet all we get are these symbolic gestures, which at the end of the day means absolutely nothing. And yet, come election time, they'll tell you to go out there and vote like your life depends on it. Now, for all you guys that was out there marching the streets on the Thurgood Marshall Bridge out in D.C. and anywhere else protesting, right? They're telling you that voting rights is that voting rights is under assault. That's what they're telling you. But my thing is this: you already have the right to vote. If you are a legal citizen in the United States, as soon as you come of age, in some states, you automatically have voting access. That Voting Rights Act is nothing more than a way to give immigrants the right to vote in an attempt to drown out the black vote. So if you're a foundational black American or part of the ADOS contingent, you already have voting rights. Because if they take away a drop box, what's up, Kenyon Perry? If they take away a drop box after you get out of church, and that's that drop box you had for years and all that, does does that take away your convenience to vote? Yes. But does that take away your right to vote? No, it does not. Oh, so they redistrict all the polling places and all that, right? Which makes it harder for you to vote. Does it take away your convenience to vote? Yes. But does it take away your right to vote? No. Look, uh, people can wait in line for days for Harry Potter books. People wait in line for days for movie tickets and concert tickets and any other kind of phenomenon that may be stomping around their town. People wait in line for days, getting in fist fights and stabbings for PlayStations and Xboxes. Okay? If it's that appealing, you'll do what you got to do to make sure your voice is heard. People waiting in rain, people will stand in line in inclement weather, whether it be snow, whether it be tornadoes, whether it be, well, I don't know about hurricanes, but you get the idea. none of this stuff that they're talking about benefits the black community in no way, shape, form, or fashion. All right, Keith Cunningham, what you got?
Hey, how you doing, man? Good morning to you.
All right, salute to you,
Uh,
man.
hey, man, this ain't nothing but a bunch of smoke and mirrors type deal that they trying to get. They know they losing our vote, and if they put somebody up there, do you really think the people they gonna put up there gonna be beneficial to what we trying to get accomplished? Real talk,
The
real
answer
talk,
is a
man.
resounding no, it's not. Especially considering who a lot of these women are married to.
Exactly, man. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. It just it's getting to the point where this bootlicking and this cooning, man, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop because it's hurting people like me and you. You know what I mean? You know, I
Right.
like to get on. I like to get on here, and I like I said, I rock with Ticket, but I like to do the political and social issues more than anything because there's a lot of stuff going on that we as black people are not paying attention to.
Yeah, I made a conscious effort to talk about these social issues and issues within the black community because it's important. Look, a lot of people are falling for the banana in the tailpipe. And when I
Right.
put my face on this camera, and it's my job to let you know what the fuck is going on, the kind of shenanigans that the white supremacists are doing to us, and they acting like they're doing something for us.
I think the biggest weapon, looking at what he's trying to do right now, they trying to tell us that it don't exist. That's the biggest. That's the biggest weapon when it comes to that. They trying to say, oh, that's not what's happening, and we can see
Well,
it, right? I mean, we can see it.
well, that's what they're doing, right? So this whole one thing about especially on the right. Now, if you don't know what I mean by left or right, for everybody watching the videos, the left side is the Democrats, the right side the Republicans. So when they don't have anything to go off on, what they do is they cook up phony outrage. And what I mean by that, critical race theory is that's one of the phony outrage that was cooked up. That they cook up this fake outrage about critical race theory, where critical race theory was taught at home. It's not taught in school.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
So
And
this whole notion that, oh my God, I can't believe they would teach racism in school. Well, if you think about it, the whole country was founded on racism.
uh, it was founded on racism. And
The whole yeah.
something something we also got to start calling out is if you notice the biggest people that got a problem with that is Caucasian women. You notice that? You know that
Yeah,
they
just
the
go
ones the
and
lower
yeah,
in,
just go to hell, you ain't even gotta go to Laura Ingram for that. You ain't even gotta go to that Desperate Housewives reject. Just go to the local school board meetings and they'll tell you everything you need to know.
yeah, and you need to know. So that's also telling you that they birthed this. They birthed this, and how they doing this is like they trying to surpass the white man as being the crack, the whip cracker. That's what they trying to do. If you want to go to the depths of racism, it's birthed by them. It's taught by them. So to counteract that, they're gonna put a bunch of black chicks and black females need to be understanding that they just use you for numbers. When they put you on there and you could talk about we being sexual deviants and this, that, and the other, you doing their dirty work for them. Real talk.
Right.
Real real talk, man. You just have to pay attention to the signs. That's it. I mean,
More.
Tarana Burke. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Tarana Burke. She was I guess she got some kind of problem with black men. Now you know what? They took her movement, took it over, and moved her out the way.
Right.
Now they got the numbers, and the whole premise was to attack black men. Now they taking it on that other level, saying all the people that we want to put on the Supreme Court as far as the Democratic. And I'm gonna be honest with you, LB. My sister is a Democratic consultant, and I just had a conversation with her about uh, what you doing. You just in there for numbers. You just in there for numbers.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And she was
They're just there
and
for
her
numbers.
thing.
Because as soon as one of them call themselves trying to be on the same level playing field with them, they're gonna either get cut loose, or the white media's gonna attack them, or
Mm-hmm.
the typical other shit that white media does to keep their supremacy in order.
Right, but you can look at all the white women that are not credible, and they can say something about a black man, and just believe all women. But I forget the gentleman's name that was accused of black women accused them of assaulting, and then they was like, "Well, we got to look at their credibility." That should show you right there what they doing.
Oh, I know who you talking about. That was that was that white police officer that was raping black women.
Right? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't remember his name.
Me either. I'm trying to think
Oh
about it.
man.
But and I looked at that and I said, "Why y'all can't see this? Why y'all can't see this?" But it is what it is. I mean, I this right here ain't nothing but a ploy. All right, it's nothing but a ploy to put another bed wench in a position to say it what we see don't exist. Racism don't exist. That's all it is. That's all it is. They trying to erase not just history, but they trying to erase our awareness of it. That's what they trying to do.
Daniel Holtzclaw.
Okay, yeah, yeah, he got away with it, but then you notice you never hear that in main media. They don't even talk about that. They still
Nope,
trying to
they don't talk about
rehash.
it.
They still trying to rehash Bill Cosby after the man was acquitted by the Supreme Court in Pennsylvania. They still trying to run this dude, and they bringing out bootlegs like that Kamal, whatever his name is. Don't trust nobody with a Don
Yeah,
King haircut.
yeah. W. Kamau Bell. That's his name.
Yeah, yes, yeah. W. Kamal Bell.
I call him W. Kamau Dumbbell. Huh.
Yeah, you got that one right. You got that right. You
Yeah,
got that
because
right.
look. Now he was on CBS this morning. Now get this right. Worthless Kamal Dumbbell was sitting on CBS this morning, right, with
Mm-hmm.
Gail King and some other white dude. I don't even know who that motherfucker is, right? Oh, and Jerika Duncan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that was the same desk that Charlie Rose sat in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now
Got you.
you should be familiar with Charlie Rose because Charlie Rose
Oh
worked
yeah.
at CBS. CBS had notorious sexual predators, and he was one of them.
Yeah. He was one of them. Um, I mean, you can go down the line. We can go to
Les
Harvey
Moonves was
Harvey
another one.
Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein. Um,
I was just talking about the
it
guys
just
that
just
worked at CBS. We ain't even talking about
yeah,
the
yeah.
other. Trust me, there's tons of other guys that are sex predators that don't work at CBS. But the two that stand out when W. Kamau Bell was talking this shit about, oh well, it's about powerful men. Um, and I was like, Charlie Rose and Les move as powerful men,
Lou, what about Woody Allen? Why he can't make it? I'm waiting on a Woody Allen documentary. Let's talk about Woody Allen,
or Kevin Spacey,
Kevin Spacey, all of them.
or
Uh,
Roger Ailes.
Schroeder. What's his name? Richard Schroeder, or the you know who I'm talking about. Um, Ricky Schroeder, Ricky
Yeah, Ricky
Schroeder,
Schroeder, or Louis C.K.,
or Matt Lowry.
or
Well, why y'all ain't talking
Bill
about why
O'Reilly.
we can't talk about Bill O'Reilly? Yeah. Why you ain't making documentaries? If you saying this is about powerful men, then put everybody in the pot.
So did these black judges here that the white media prop up, where were they at and holding these these deviants accountable?
They bootlegs. They bootlegs. It, I guess it's a game or a business where you will when you if you want to make it in that industry. And I think um, it's a good thing that YouTube has this platform for fellas like and gentlemen like you to be able to speak out on this and not be worried about uh, uh, getting a job at CNN or MSNBC or and all stuff like that and speak the truth because something got to be said. They worried about the bag. We worried about results. We need tangibles. We need tangibles. I ain't trying to hear you out here, Lamont, Lamoise Hill. That dude is trash. Roland
Or
Martin
he
is
put his hand
trash.
and he put his hands in that bullshit ass documentary too.
I was surprised at Godfrey. I haven't came out and went on nothing, but I was like, dude, come on, man, come on.
It don't surprise me, but Godfrey, because him, Hannibal Burris, and all them and motherfucking W. Kamau Bell, all them dudes made money off Bill Cosby. Now they trying to make their name off Bill Cosby.
Well, let me
My
ask
thing
you this,
is,
LB.
what, huh?
No, I was gonna say now here, Burris, Burris, they he couldn't get it done. Name something he been on in the last 6 months. Got thrown to the
If it
curb.
ain't, I mean, if it ain't some movie that goes straight from filming to the swap meet, I can't tell you.
That show you right there. That show you right there. You couldn't get the job done. We ain't spending no more money on you. So what
So
they bring out this damn Kamal or whatever his name is, Kamal Bell, W. Kamal Bell. This dude was a failed stand-up comic that nobody knew about. But now all of a sudden he on TV shows, he on morning shows. Come on.
right, it ain't nothing but a money grab. Look, if your name is being propped up at the Cheesecake Factory and no one's laughing at your jokes while they eating overpriced goddamn chicken parmesan, right? That's a problem.
word, word. That's a problem. But we can get this bootleg to come on up here and do this, and he can say what we want to say, but it's not working no more because me and you talking about this, that means it's not working no more. It's not working no more.
Right.
For us to sit up here and talk about it, and believe me, I got a YouTube channel too. Um, even like fellas like us that just trying to get on there, man, and put a narrative out there. They listening to it. They listening to it. The result, you see the results from people not paying attention to people like Donna Lemon, and Joy Reid, all them, and Roland Martin, man, that dude right there,
Oh yeah,
Roland Martin.
let me tell you, but that butterball basting bastard, right? So he put his hands in that bullshit ass documentary about Bill Cosby too. And then when I confronted him on it, he blocks
Mm-hmm.
me. He blocks me, and then some other one of his crash test dummies calling himself trying to run interference for roly poly. Now this was
Real
going to
talk,
happen, right?
real talk.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, real talk on my on my Twitter account. I confronted Roland Martin about this, about why he put his hands in that documentary, and that he was cloud chasing, right? And then he comes back and talk about I'm clueless and he ain't no clout chaser and all that. Really? Then why you keep asking the Biden administration for money? Why would you asking Pepsi for money? Why would you asking all these other groups for money if you're not a clout chaser? The fuck out here, you fat bitch.
Did you see when he was on there mad because Van Jones got that $1 million, and he was
Oh no,
like,
he got a hundred. Yeah,
if
yeah, I
you
saw that.
invested this,
That
I
motherfucker.
said, wait a minute, this nigga right here.
Hey, that motherfucker, that no neck having bastard, what he did, he dropped a whole bunch of tripods on the table and shit. He bought those AirPods for Apple, right? He dropped a bunch
Yeah,
of them things on the table, talking about how much
on
them
on the
things
table.
cost and all that shit. Man, that motherfucker was doing the most that day. He was jealous.
Boy,
I'm like, look, if I'm Van
man,
Jones, I got motion sensitive devices outside my house, waiting for some, oversized bootleg to call themselves trying to infiltrate me.
man, oh man,
Can't.
straight handkerchief head. I, I said, man, I'm looking at that man, and I said, I only watched it to learn, because when you sit down and then you look at it, then you can get a better understanding of what exactly going on. I looked at that. I said, look at this dude. Look at this dude. He literally said, if you took 5% of this and then you invested in me, and you was the one that had the damn Amazon associate on there before they gave Van Jones the money.
Right.
He literally said, well, I talked to Van Jones at it. No, you hating, you pocket watching, and you a punk.
Oh, I did a video about that. Hey, trust and believe I
I
did
gotta
a
go
video
back and
about
look at
that.
all your videos. I'm like I said, I, your channel, I like getting on talking about stuff like this. That's just me. I love Ticket TV and Too Raw and all them fellas. But when it comes to stuff like this, I'm gonna hit you up, and we gotta we gotta get on here and start talking about this stuff. This stuff I like talking about.
Yeah, I love talking about this stuff too, and it don't get. And we got to start sharing the videos and all that because YouTube has me under a
Oh
shadow
yeah,
ban. The video I did about that white supremacist Madison Cawthorn got an age restriction put on it. Didn't even realize it.
for real, for real,
Yep.
for real. Well, let me ask you this: you've been a YouTuber longer than me. How do we get around that?
You get around the age restriction by because hitting the like button and all that ain't gonna do nothing. It's not gonna trip the algorithm. So what you gotta do
Mm-hmm.
is you gotta share the video. So you gotta
Got you.
like like share the video and put it on your social media outlets and stuff like that. That's the
I
way.
got you.
Or
I
yeah,
got you. I
because
got you.
what will happen is as soon as you go live and all that, YouTube's not going to recommend your videos, nor they're not going to send notification that your videos that you're live when you're under a shadow ban.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm learning that because me personally, um, I'm trying to get on here and promote a lot of the, especially you included. I want to get on here and try to promote these guys because y'all talented. Y'all got it. I mean, you got what you got. When I say that, I'm talking about these. people like you and other YouTubers, I'm not gonna say their name, they need to be promoted. So that's why I wanted to jump on your stream because I watch it all the time. But sometimes I catch you because I'm at work, and I catch you. You might be at the end of the stream, and I got a channel that I need to quit being lazy and get myself on there. I got about 25 videos I want to put out. So I just want to promote that, and I like what you're saying. I love your message, and I'll support you.
And I appreciate that. Every little bit helps, my brother. Every little bit helps.
I see the PayPal, so I know where to go. Know
Yeah,
where to
there's the
go.
PayPal, there's the Cash App, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
because I stopped doing, I take the super chats, but the problem with super chats is YouTube Google takes 50% right off the top. So,
I heard that. I did learn that from another YouTuber. Yep, I did learn that. Like I said, I'll support your channel, and if you're willing to come on, you can come on with me, man. We can chop it up. I am
yeah,
nowhere
yeah,
near.
definitely,
I
chop it
am
up, man.
nowhere. I'm not. I mean, I ain't no big dude, but I got views, and I'm actually when I'm talking to the Democratic Party. I'm originally from Ohio, but I moved here to Florida, Panama City, and my sister she's a consultant for the Democratic Party, so I kind of got an insight on it. And when we go to events and stuff, I get a chance to interact with this Democratic Party, especially the black ones. That's who I focus on. What do y'all want? Are y'all out here? Are y'all out here buck dancing, or you trying to get? Are you in touch with the black community? Because I don't know about you, I don't see nothing Biden doing for us. I seen somebody get a law passed in a month, and we've been here for
Man, look,
400
let me
years.
tell you, but let me tell you, Joe Biden ain't done shit for the black community. Matter of fact, he's done stuff to the black community.
Do
So
the
when he's sitting
to
out
the
there talking
black
about,
community.
so he's sitting up there talking about, I've always had the black communities back. Yeah, when you put the knife to it, that's when you had the black communities back. When you about to put that knife to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And then you send these bootlickers out there, forgive me. And I ain't trying to hear that shit. You old niggas, and I'm one of them, sorta. You old niggas need to shut up. We ain't trying to hear
Damn
that.
right. Ain't nobody trying to hear me no forgive. You can show your forgiveness by cutting that check.
Cut that check. Cut that
You can
check.
show your forgiveness by cutting that check.
Cutting
And I'm
that
talking
check. You
about
cut the check.
there's 12 zeros behind the 21.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Cut the check. You cut it for everybody else.
Without question. Without no questions asked. Asians come out
No
and we want
questions
our
asked.
tangibles.
You don't hear no
And
committee coming up there saying we need to research giving Latinos $2 billion in the state of New York. I ain't hearing no damn. We need to really step back and look at this. We've been here for 400. We built the White House.
we built Wall Street
It's
also.
time out for that.
We built all this shit. We
We
built
we
all this
built
shit. The
all that
railroads
stuff.
that the trains commute on, the railroads that the trains would commute every day, right? Guess who were out there aligning it and building and building and aligning it? Black men.
Black man. Yep. Hell, black man. And it's a loss for words right now. But the next time I talk about this, I will be on point. Black man created the street light. They stole it from him.
Of course, because
Think
look,
about how much
there's
stuff.
there's quite there's quite a few things. I mean, there's a lot of things that black people and black men specifically have invented, but white society takes it and then makes it out like they did it. Look when Colin Kaepernick. Look, you want to look at something more recent? Colin Kaepernick when he played in the NFL. Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee and was standing up for social injustice behind police brutality and everything else that was going on here in America, right? Now the NFL banished Colin Kaepernick for that, and then they took his plight and made it out like they created it.
Yeah, yeah, they flipped the script, didn't they? They
Yes,
flipped the
they
script.
did.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, LB. I'm an older gentleman, and I know. I don't know if on your channel you don't like talking about the NFL, but I'm gonna say this. I'm a diehard Kansas. I've been a Kansas City Chief fan since 1984, and my son, he'll be 31 this year, and he was like, "Dad, this, that, and that." I said, "Look here, man." I said, I support the team, but I can't stand the city. After going there and visiting Kansas City, Missouri, then the biggest thing was at the beginning of the game last year when them dudes stood there, didn't say nothing, didn't kneel, locked arms, they still booed them. I said, I can't ride with this, man. I can't ride with this. To this
Well,
day,
there's a deeper thing in play here. Now, these same people that are sitting up here booing players that are taking a knee for the national anthem and all that. And look, a lot of them players, if you ask me, a lot of them players didn't even rock with Colin Kaepernick at first. It was only
mm-mm.
after it became popular that then all of a sudden now they found their conscience. But nevertheless,
The fact
these
that they
same,
didn't kneel what got me. I'm sorry, LB. The fact that they didn't even kneel and they still booed him. I
I
said, I'm
know.
done.
Well,
I'm done. I was like,
well,
I ain't wore no Kansas City gear since then.
well. Look, these same white supremacists that's booing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
So let me put you on game here. Them same white supremacists that's booing, right? Talk about stand for the national anthem and hand your hand over your heart and be patriotic. These are the same white supremacists out here that be on their phones during the national anthem, that be buying concessions during the national anthem, that be talking,
Hmm.
coking, and joking, and doing all kinds of other stuff during the national anthem. And so for them to sit up there and
Same
do
white
that,
supremacists, the same white supremacists that stormed the Capitol, talk about they being
right?
patriots.
Yeah, they're being patriots. They storming the Capitol. They out here auditioning for American Gladiators, and yet they out here pissing and shitting on the walls. You got one guy sitting on Nancy Pelosi's desk smoking a blunt with a stun
I'm
gun in
glad
his
you said
fucking
that.
leg.
I'm glad you said that. That's something that you notice the mainstream media didn't tell you they defecated in the corner.
Right.
They never. If you didn't pay attention to it, you would have never saw it.
Well, now they're trying to frame things in a way to where it wasn't that bad, and it was a tourist attraction, and all this other bullshit that deflect and distract from the message. Right? I know what I saw, and I don't need no white supremacist piece of shit calling themselves trying to tell me what I saw. I know what the fuck I saw. I live out in D.C. I live in the D.C. area.
Cool, cool, cool.
So if someone in California, they might be influenced by what the fuck happened, by the media and all that. But I live in the DC area. I know what happened. So for somebody to sit up there and try to put on this front piece about, oh, it's not that bad and it's not as bad as you made it out to be, and people just overreacting, and it was a tourist attraction and all this other bullshit, right? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Because if anybody
yeah. It
black,
is. It's a baby, man.
there would have been no
Well,
tear gas and no rubber bullets. It'd have been some real bullets.
real bullets. Hell, when
Now,
Black
let me
Lives
ask you
Matter. Go
real
ahead.
quick. Let me
Go
ask you
ahead.
a question. When Martin Luther King had his "I Have a Dream" speech back in 1963, and there was millions of people that was around the monument listening to that speech, right? Since
Hmm.
white supremacists want to cherry pick Dr. King, right? Let's peep game from a different angle. How many people stormed the Capitol on that day?
Nobody did.
All right.
Nobody did.
Now, Million Man March, 1995, headed by Louis Farrakhan. Million Man March that took place out in D.C. in 1995, right? How many people
Yes,
stormed
sir.
the Capitol during the Million Man March back in 1995?
None.
So, and that's just two pieces of history we're talking about here.
Let me
So,
piggyback. Let me piggyback on you. Sorry, not to interrupt. Let me piggyback on you. Have you seen the 1967 interview with Martin Luther King when he said when he came back and said, and they asked him about the 63 speech, and he said that dream had turned into a nightmare. A lot of people don't know about that. That's why you got to do your research.
yeah,
He
because
came back. Go ahead. My
there's a
fault.
reason for that. There's a reason for that. It's because, look, when it comes to writing history and all that, the dominant society will cherry pick things they want you to see. It's not because you
Mm-hmm.
got to understand when it comes to media, right? It's not what you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to see. They show you what they want you to see.
Exactly. Exactly. And
So
I'm.
it's so with that, right, Mr. Keith Cunningham, is up to you. When you have your YouTube channel, it's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to my brother Too Raw and anybody else that have a YouTube channel that is on code that don't buck dance and shuck and jive for some bird seed to come on here, put our face on the camera and tell the truth. And
Yeah.
this going
No doubt.
this and this leads to another onion I'm going to talk about real quick. We're going to chop it up about, right? This stuff is going to come with opposition because you're going to have people like you got bootlicking coons and white supremacists alike, racists and all these other jackasses, sadists, come on here, come on your platform calling you a hater. You don't know what you're talking about. You're lying. You white supremacy ain't all that bad and all this other bullshit. It's gonna be met with opposition from feminists, right? Black feminists, like well, I'm not gonna call none of them motherfucking names out because they don't deserve no shine over here. They don't deserve no shine over here. But it's gonna be met resistance from black feminists. Like they're gonna sit up here and tell you that, oh man, you're just a bitter black man, and that you don't know what you talk about. This is something historic, and we need to embrace it and celebrate it, and all this other bullshit. Right? That's what they're gonna tell you. That's what
My
they're gonna
fault,
tell you.
man. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you good. No, you good, bro. You good, my brother. You good. But it's gonna be met with opposition. I don't know if you heard what I said, but
yeah, I heard you, but I wasn't on there. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm at this point right now, LB. Man, I don't give a damn what you think. I'm gonna call it as I see it. I'm not gonna be like the ostrich and stick my head in the ground like this don't exist. Because if you do that, if you do that, they win. That's what they want you to do. Guys like you and I'm just getting my feet in the water, LB. I'm like I'm saying, I'm new to this game, and anything you can teach me, I'm willing to listen to. You feel me?
look. The first thing I'm gonna tell you is we all started somewhere. Look, I've done videos where no one was on the live stream. I've done videos where 100 people on the live stream.
Right,
But the
right.
message cannot change. The truth cannot change. That's the biggest piece of advice I could give you, my brother. Speak the truth
Well,
in its purest,
I gotta
rawest,
go.
uncut form, whether you got 1,000 people in the room or if you got one person in the room. The message cannot change.
Well, I'm passionate about this, and I'm not trying to be any kind of clickbait or looking at my views or anything like that. I just got started, and I just wanna, I just wanna talk like we done sat here and talk. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And like I said, open invitation. My channel is my name, and if you want to come on there, I got a couple videos out. I got 25 in queue, and I'm gonna start shooting them off. And and go from there, man. Go from there, man. I I'm not worried about the views. I'm worried about getting the message out.
Well, you took the first step in getting the message out, and the people will come. It will take time, but people will come. As long as you stay consistent, as long as you stay true to yourself, and don't be out here butter biscuit eating, you be all right. The people gonna come.
Well, I enjoy talking to you. I listen to you, and a lot of times, like I said, most of the time when I catch you, you going offline. I'm like, all right, well, I caught him this time because I'm off today. And I
That's
said,
what's up.
man, I'm gonna try to jump in there and because I'm with the message, man. I'm down for it. Down for it. Definitely support you. And if you get a chance, look at a couple of the videos I put up, especially the one about Sage Steel, because I had a problem with that.
Whoa, whoa,
And
whoa, 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 hold on. What's the what she do?
when she did that about talking about Obama and black men and
Oh, another
go back.
man.
I'll let you go and look at the video. You'll be able to see it for yourself.
Is this
You
recent?
know, the man, this was like 2 months ago. I hadn't put nothing up about 2 months.
Oh yeah, okay. But I think I talked about that. Well, we all know how Sage Steele get down, man. She a buck dancing bedwench. She married to a white dude, and she a Trump
Yeah.
supporter. That bitch tried to get L.
Well,
Duncan fired,
it was
but that
when
shit
she
ended up
did that
backfiring
with
on her.
Cutler. When she did the interview with Cutler, and I got a whole lot of them
Oh yeah, when he let her.
on.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
I got
But
a
my
whole lot
biggest
of
thing
them on
was
it.
she tried to. No, go ahead.
No, I said I had a lot on when they did the race trade or the race the race draft. I did a couple of those, and I was just like, man. And I sat down. I went and looked at the articles, and then I did a couple of them here that I ain't with about the Afghanistan refugees and the benefits that they given for being punked. Enos Canner. I got a couple of Enos Canner.
Yep.
I can't stand that dude. I don't know about you. This dude right here. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you people that don't know nothing. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for our plight. So you can kick rocks on that one. It's time to start calling them out on that.
Pretty much.
I
I'm already done
I
believing
got
all these
a
madness, man. You know what I'm saying? But
well. I want to. You know what? I tell you what. We on here talking now. I want to get on these damn Pan Americans that's coming over here shitting on us. Cause I got one I work with right now, and I can sit here and tell you the story. But hopefully, well, matter of fact, it's on your channel. Might as well do it now. I came down here in Panama City. Real talk. I ain't. Am I taking up too much of your time, man? I ain't gonna be disrespectful on your channel. Hello?
just go ahead.
No, I'm saying I ain't gonna be disrespectful on your channel. This is something I want to say, and I got a video I'm gonna put out about this. I got a lot of Haitian dudes down here, and where I work at, I've been there year and a half, and I made it to a supervisor position. Right? Hello?
Just go ahead. Keep going.
I mean, like I said, man, if you want to do this later, that's fine.
No, I said keep going. Trust me, if I wanted to end the video, I would have already ended it. Keep going. You good?
No, it's
I
just
try to get your story.
the and this dude, when I got in this position and I would talk to him, like, hey, kind of need you to do this, need you to do that. He disrespected everything I said. Like, but if it was a Caucasian persuasion, tell him do something, he was hopping by. I looked at him, I said, okay, I don't know what I'm dealing with. But I was standing there with another supervisor, and he said, you know what, man? When we get done, when I get done with my power tools and they broke, I'll throw them away. And I stood there and I looked at him, and I knew exactly what he was talking about. Because he just had told this fool to go over there and do some bullshit. What they don't understand is they know who they can talk to and they know who they can't. This clown jumping around doing that, and I was like, man, you disrespect me when I try to tell you to do something, but you jump out of your skin when he tell you to do something, and he don't think nothing of you. Just a quick story. Just a quick story, man.
So but it ties into the whole white supremacist concept when it comes to these immigrants, right? Now, what's coincides with the story I'm gonna give you. Yesterday, I was on Twitter, and Twitter starting to offer up spaces and all that, and people are going in, they're talking about different things, whether it be about reparations, fund immigrants, all this other stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this African woman comes into space and she's talking about how we need to have solidarity with the other black folks. They don't matter if you're Haitian, if you're African, and all this other stuff, right? But this is the problem I have with that, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't chime in on that, but because I already know how that goes down. When they start talking this shit about black brown coalitions and we need to have solidarity and all that, but the problem is when the foundational black Americans are fighting, where is everybody else?
Exactly. 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 I didn't see y'all out there doing nothing. From Latinos to Asians. I ain't see y'all doing nothing.
Where's everybody else? But yet they don't want to do anything, but they want all the benefits that come with the
Come with the
what the foundational black Americans receive. They want to be
and
part of the
on
benefits. They don't want to be
and
part of the work.
and on top of that, they want to benefit because they figure this part out. If we sit on the black people, we gonna get even more. They figure this out. Oh, it's a lot to
Motherfuckers
talk
I hear
about, LB. It's a lot. It's a
cooning and
lot to talk
buffooning.
about.
Motherfuckers I hear cooning and buffooning for some biscuits. Now,
Mm-hmm.
there's another thing that plays. You know, another way they disrespect black people. Now, let's just peep game from the entertainment industry, right?
Right.
And 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 this goes on, and this trend along. It goes along with the trend of how we dress and how we carry ourselves, and the
Right.
body types that we carry, especially the black women. I'm talking about foundational black women, foundational black women, foundational black woman, right? Big titties,
Mm-hmm.
fat ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Long hair, right? Something I
Mm-hmm.
can pull back when I'm fucking doggy style. Anyway, um, so you got white women and other immigrants copying black women, right?
Mm-hmm.
They copy the way they dress, right? When Beyonce was wearing the jeans with the heels and all that, and then all of a sudden now you had all kinds of women out here wearing jeans with heels and all that, right? When she was rocking the gold chain and all that, next thing you know, they're rocking gold chains. What's up, Eric Johnson? Come on in here. Come on in, Eric Johnson. That's my motherfucking confidant right there, man. I
Well,
got the link
I
in the
mean,
chat,
I
Eric.
hope yeah, well, I hope you say he's confidant, so he probably gonna agree with what we saying.
Oh, that's
I hope.
hey. You mean look? There's some people I don't question, man. If I tell you they're good, they're good.
All right, I
Cause
have no problem with it.
I'm very
I'm on
picky.
your channel. I'm on your channel. I can't tell you nothing. I can't tell you nothing.
Yeah, my bad. Had some technical difficulties there, but
Yeah, same here. I'll tell you what we do. I'm looking at this and I'm writing this down. Got your PayPal, and I do want to hook up with you. Like I said, I ain't got no big channel or nothing. I ain't out here clout chasing, but I do like talking to people with the like mind. I like talking to people with like mind. I've been on ticket and I love basketball. I played it. I tore up knees and ankles and all that kind of stuff. But I would like to get, if and just it ain't about numbers for me. It's about get the message out.
right. Eric, what's good, homie?
What's up, man? How you doing? I just had to come on. I'm at work and shit, just to see what you doing.
Hey, man. So they talk about black women being on the Supreme Court. Now get this, Eric. Now the mainstream media propping up these black women on the Supreme Court, but if you take a deeper dive of it, a lot of them are immigrants. A lot of them are married to white men, and a lot of them have hatred for black men. So, so what do you think about these women being propped up by the white media on the Supreme Court? And what the fuck does that do to benefit the black community?
I mean, it don't surprise me that they'll get these clowns out here, there's immigrants on the Supreme Court. They ain't gonna get no real sister or no real brother up there that can actually fight for the people. Besides just doing the Cupid shuffle out here for, the white man. So it don't really surprise me that these motherfuckers will be out here just getting, major positions in Supreme Courts and, other positions in, the political field. So, it just it don't surprise me no more that half of these dudes just come out of nowhere. They'll get any motherfucker from these different countries to just come over here, talk shit about black people. You give these niggas a dog bone, they just wag their tail and just do anything.
Hey, let me ask you, young brother. I didn't catch your name, and I'm gonna ask you out of respect. I didn't hear your name. Uh, you just were talking. Your name is when I refer to you, I want to have your name.
Eric Johnson.
Hey, Eric. Let me ask you this. I think this is gonna backfire because you seeing I don't know your age, but you seeing what we seeing, and we ain't gonna be supporting them. And you know they're gonna turn on it. You know the dominant society gonna turn on them if they don't get the results they want. So what happens then? What do we do then as a community to excommunicate them?
Like when they be trying to come around and get the voting for these motherfuckers, you gotta tell these dudes to turn around and go the other way, cause these dudes out here talking all this crap about what brothers need to do, but they out here cooning and buffooning. So for people like that from the other side that think they black but have a white supremacist mind, you just can't have them coming in your community talking that preacher talk when they out here doing the most outlandish, the most craziest thing of all time. They show you every day in the news media. I mean, the rolling ball, Roland Martin, he shows you, Simone Sanders, that linebacker that's going to be the next draft pick for the Atlanta Falcons. He's showing you every day on the news. So when
He
you
said, "Yeah, she a linebacker. She got the
Hey,
linebacker
hey,
position
Eric.
lined up."
Hey, Eric, you know that nigga blocked me on Twitter?
that fuck nigga blocked you on Twitter, dog.
Yeah, that fuck nigga blocked me on Twitter because he put his hand on that bullshit ass documentary about Bill Cosby. And when
Oh
I
yeah, I heard
confronted him
about that
about
shit.
that shit,
Yeah,
that
man.
fat boy bald
Well,
nigga, boy,
they feeling it. They feeling it because you got 3 black dudes on here right now that feel the same way. We ain't putting up with that shit no more. None. Roland Martin, I don't even listen to that. He can't get nothing from me. My sister tried to tell me Roland Martin. I said, hey, just stop that shit right now. Why you don't like Roland Martin?
because he's a fat
Then I
piece
I
of
got
knew.
shit.
Hey, I knew he wasn't. I knew he wasn't. I knew he wasn't no good when he was out here getting his tap dance on for Hillary Clinton on live network.
You know how to do the wobble.
yeah. And
He just
still,
lost the black vote.
and not only that, he ain't getting nothing out of it. He got hold. He got hold. He ain't getting nothing out of it. He ain't got no job on CNN. He ain't got no job on NBC. He just got hold out of it.
No, he got fired everywhere he worked.
Trash cans. Trash cans.
Yeah,
And they don't get it. They don't get it.
yeah, they definitely don't. I was thinking of this music video from 8 Ball and MJG. It's called "We Started This." So it's basically showing like how these clowns in the music industry are being pimped and hosed out. You remember that video? I don't know if y'all remember it. It was a couple years back when Bobby Smurder was on the table and he was dancing in front of all the you know white folks, the executives and shit. They were basically the video showing you. So after this live stream, just go on YouTube and put in 8 Ball and MJG started this, and it'll definitely show you like the inner workings of the music industry. It's basically the same thing that's going on with these tap dancing ass niggas out here. They basically tap dancing and buck dancing, getting on the coon train, just dancing for white supremacy. And the white folks they throwing them burnt churches chicken biscuits at them. They throwing a couple of pennies at them, just to keep the black people, mesmerized. But you got real foundational black Americans out here that ain't taking that shit no more.
No,
No, we're not
yeah,
taking
I
that
agree with
bullshit no
you.
more.
No, we're not taking it, man. We see the forest for the trees. You gotta see the forest for the trees. That shit ain't work. You getting flick crumbs off the table, selling out your own kind, and then you get paraded out there. Then, hey, look, bootlicking has no retirement plan. Bootlicking has no retirement plan.
Hey man, to answer your question from earlier about what would they do when the dominant society turned them, look no further than what happened to Stacey Dash. When Stacey
Man,
Dash
you
was out
took the
here doing
words
all
out
that
of my
buck
mouth.
dancing,
I couldn't get it out
look what
fast
happened to
enough.
Stacey Dash.
Stacey
Look what happened
Dash.
to Omarosa. Them motherfuckers
Yeah.
tried to leverage the black community for their own bag, for their own benefit, and then when it backfired on them, when Trump kicked her out the door, when her when Stacey Dash's fourth white husband left her and shit, right? Then she called herself told, but she was traumatized. Bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Master
Man.
Trump threw that bitch out like Uncle Phil used to throw Jazz out of the
Yeah,
mansion on
man.
First Prince.
Hey, yeah. Hey, look, let's be honest. We'll run through them, but at the end of the day, you be like, man, I ain't trying to be
No,
seen on camera with
time
your
out.
ass.
Hey, Keith, hey, time out. My dick got standards. I ain't just running to do anything.
Yeah, my dick got standards too. There's levels to this, this dick slinging when it comes to these, celebrities and stuff. And that bitch ain't touching down near inch of my Cobra, so I'm good.
No
I couldn't
way.
even put a
That
bag
Yeah,
over.
yeah, I think
Hey,
I think, hey,
my dick ain't going nowhere the ionosphere of that pussy. No way.
yeah, it's coming. I think, I don't know, fellas. I don't, I don't know if a lot of us, I'm listening to the homeboy here, and man, yeah, we kind of in the minority on how we thinking, and how we seeing things. We kind of in the minority. So, like I said with you, LB, man, I'm ready to push the narrative, man. I'm ready to
It's
push the
more of us
narrative.
out
Like,
there. We just gotta find them. There's more people out there that's thinking the same thing we're thinking. We just gotta go out there and find them.
I
Yeah,
mean, I
you just
agree with
gotta
that.
look.
They'll come. You keep on putting.
It's like it's like a Wells Waldo picture. You just gotta look right. You just can't go through the extra shit. You just gotta use your eyes to just see the right people from the wrong people. Because a real dude gonna show you how real he is by just talking like we talking on the panel right now. But a fake nigga, he just gonna do fake stuff and just do crap stuff.
Yeah, I
Now,
man,
if you really
I've
want to
been
know
through
how
a
a black
whole
man
lot of
operates,
experience.
if you really know how a black man, hey, if you really want to know how a black man think, put him in front of a group of white folks, and then they'll tell you right there.
Yeah, I tell you right there
Case in point.
what he thinks.
Case in point. I work with a group of white folks. I probably was like one of two black men in the whole fucking building, right? Or
Right,
in the department.
right, right.
I'm one of two black men in the department, right? Now, they was in office the other day bringing up Candace Owens, right? And you know how I feel about that bitch. I don't like that woman. I don't respect that woman. If that woman died, if that woman got hit by a truck while on fire, I wouldn't shed a tear, right?
Yeah, she want to know hyenas from the Lion King. That's Duck Hunt Roadkill. The Duck Hunt game when the birds be flying around and shit. Then when you shoot them down, that's what I think of Candace Owens. She's like one of them ducks that you shoot out the sky off duck hunt and shit. They
Yeah,
just go to the
man.
ground.
A woman like that,
What's up, think
man.
tank? Salute to you, think tank. What's up? What you about to say, Keith?
No, I was about to say, yeah, you made a good point. When you stand 10 toes down, and you know what's amazing? What's amazing, and I'm gonna bring this to y'all attention. You get more respect from the dominant people, the dominant population when you stand 10 toes down. They don't respect you. Like I told you the story about when I was standing there with the other supervisor. And he had more respect for me than he did the dude he told to go over there and clean up some dumb shit. I said, and this dude actually think he getting ahead.
Because that's the thing, right? When you when you support your community support you back. Look, when you out here trying to leverage the black community and you willing to sell out, you are showing the dominant society that they can't trust you.
Exactly. Man, man can't say it no better than that.
So your community don't respect you, the white supremacists don't trust you, and you're on the island on your own. You can't come back.
Yeah,
Once you sell out the
you
black
can't.
community, you're done. You're done.
Yeah, yeah. He's sitting there standing. Both of me, we sitting there drinking coffee, looking at this dumb nigga do something he told him to do, and he told me he's like, you know what? When I break my tools, I throw them away. Now I looked at it, said, well, I ain't your tool, whole ass nigga. Period. That's what I'm looking at him like. You ain't did me like that because I'm standing here with the same job title as you do.
Yeah, when they start talking that shit, talk about motherfucker, shit, fuck that. But yeah, when Candace Owens' name came up, right, and I look, I had to leave the office, man. I had to, because there was nothing I could say that was going to constitute me, man. I was going to end up in HR.
Yeah, same
For real.
reason when these
Yeah.
motherfuckers were talking about
I
voting
end
and
up on
shit.
HR. And then
I had the same
you know that
situation.
bitch. Hey, that bitch had the nerve to talk about. Oh man, I'm honored to be on the Supreme. I honored to be nominated for Supreme Court. Bitch, you not even fit to run a kangaroo court, let alone the Supreme Court. Fuck out of here.
It's sad. It's sad, man.
And it's sad
All
when
I
these
can.
motherfuckers be wanting you to vote and shit. I had to roast a couple motherfuckers at my job when the election was going on. I was like, we been through this shit. It's in one ear right out the other. I said, y'all believe this creepy motherfucker after all the shit he done said? Y'all say shit about Donald Trump. We know he a piece of shit, but this motherfucker and his immigration standards is just terrible, man. Like he letting any motherfucker in the country. At least I had a little bit of
And they get
respect about this.
they get visas, they get licenses, they get right to vote. Fuck going through
And
the process
nothing.
of being a
And
legalized
money.
citizen
And money. And
and
money.
money.
Shit. At least I respect
Hey,
about this
L,
motherfucking Trump
I tell,
that he was
I
building
tell
his
you what,
walls and shit. We
ALB, it's my ALB, it's my day off. I got to cook me something to eat, but please hit me up. Go back and look at my old videos, and we can do something. We can get on here and do something. And I'll definitely be on your channel. I got your PayPal. We can do something. We can do something this time. Like I said, I'm not worried about views or anything, nothing like that. I'm just worried about getting on there and having a conversation about what's going on right now, because there's a lot of brothers out here that don't understand it, including my family, people I talk to every day, ain't got a clue what's happening. See the forest for the trees. And I'll send you a message on your PayPal, and hit me up, man. We can do this. We can do this.
All right, man.
All right.
All right, bro.
Hey, appreciate talking to y'all. And the
No,
young
you welcome,
gentleman,
man.
I'm gonna make sure I get your name right. Say it to me one more time, so I'm writing it down.
Eric Johnson,
All right. All right.
ErickJohnson.
Well, you welcome to the channel too, man. I hit you in StreamYard.
You
If you
welcome,
want
man.
to come
Thank you.
on there,
Yeah, I
yeah,
definitely
because
come
we
on.
got, and this ain't a money grab. This about I've been listening to him, but I haven't called him like I called him today. How about that? Talk about LB.
All right, that's what's up, man.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All
You
right, you
too,
too,
man.
man.
All right, man. All
All
right.
right.
Yeah, man. What's up, Nick T? Yeah, yeah, you right. He does. Yep, that's what I'm saying right there, man. He be letting the Mexicans in. They getting all kinds of. They get. Biden was trying to give them $450,000.
Yeah, per family. I said, motherfucker, you done lost your damn mind. At least Trump was building a border to stop these motherfuckers from coming in. Now we all know they got tunnels upon tunnels thanks to the cartels down there, but at least it would have stopped them by a good percentage though. But even though the dope was still gonna come in regardless, and not to say that all Mexicans are trying to do all that, but you know, a percentage of these motherfuckers are just coming in by the swarms and stuff, but you out at the border whipping Haitians and shit with whips and stuff. What border patrol agent has a whip in their arsenal? When have you ever seen border patrol agents use whips and shit to apprehend Mexicans, but they
Right.
using them on Haitians and shit?
Yeah, and Kamala Harris laughing in the fucking background watching this shit on TV.
You stink back, pussy smelling ass. Ooh, I can't stand that bitch. That's why I call it Saint Sean from Mortal Kombat, because he always switching on some motherfuckers. She might be Scorpion on one play. The bitch changed it to Sub Zero. She is a reptile because this bitch changed colors like a pack of Skittles. So she might be purple one day. The bitch turn green, then she's back to red. It's just like the shit that she uses as her antics. One day she's black because he has hot sauce on some Tiffany Haddish shit in her pocketbook because he wear Converses and shit. Next thing she's yellow because he's Asian. Then she's back to her Jamaican roots when she don't even say nothing about it. She more in tune with her Indian roots. And I have never got this. They consider the Indian people Asian, and I don't really see how that's actually possible when Indians and Asian people do the opposite of different things in their communities and stuff. So I have never understood that shit though. But this motherfucker and his immigration policies are just terrible, man. Like it should be limitations of what certain motherfuckers to come in the country. That you say shit about all these other motherfuckers, but you letting everybody in. But when you go to these folks' countries, you gotta apply by their rules. They only allow certain American people in their country. You allowing everybody and their mama to come in this bitch.
Yeah. So yeah, when it comes to this whole thing about uh what we got going on here, it's just not more than goddamn on symbolic gestures by Joe Biden, a man who's notorious for putting the black folks. Talk about I've always had the black community back. When did you, when you was putting a knife to it?
Only only thing you got between this motherfucker having the back of the black community is him looking at the back of Kamala Harris flat ass. That's the only thing he has the back of.
no, you don't get to do that. You don't get to use that. I'm not moved by that. Sorry, I'm just not as gullible as some of these
Yeah.
other
I'm
black
like I'm
folks
like
out here.
I'm like Russell Crowe from the Gladiator. I am not entertained with the shit that you keep coming out your mouth, man. We have seen this shit before. We seen this shit with Baraka Flocka Flame, aka Coon Bummer. We seen this shit with the Orange Turd, Mr. 45 Donald Trump. You seen that with that cokehead George Bush. So you know the past few presidents have definitely not shown shit. Definitely has not did shit. You know, for the black community, let alone this motherfucker. So coming next election period, I can't wait to see the candidates who gonna be talking all this shit about what you gonna do for black people. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Is you gonna have more strippers, in your commercials and stuff? Hell, y'all might even have slaves out there picking cotton, in one of your commercials. Vote for me. I bring slavery back. You might have Jim Clyburn out there, picking cotton. Having fish fries and shit. So, that might be a good gesture for some of you coon ass niggas to have your ass out there in that commercial. That might benefit you since y'all niggas out here eating old church's chicken dog biscuits as rewards and shit.
Churches chicken sell dog biscuits.
Hey, if KLC can sell off-bread chicken, shit, I mean churches can sell old dried up corn biscuits for these niggas. So I mean anything is possible. We is in the year 2022. Anything goes out here. People ain't actually bringing the rules to life in society. It just too much crazy stuff going out here.
Yep, and then like I said before, this does nothing. A black immigrant being on the goddamn Supreme Court does nothing. Why? So you
Facts,
can
man.
pump her up on during Black History Month with another fake ass along that fake ass Kamala Harris? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. I hate to do this, man, because I'm at work, but I'm gonna have to leave. But we need to chop it up again, dog. I'll probably do a live stream today. You definitely more welcome to come on and shit, cause I definitely gotta think of something to talk about and shit, cause this nigga Kanye West out here, sending death threats, to Kim Kardashian's new fuck buddy and shit, and just too much extra shit going on around here and stuff. And I definitely have to spit some fire at this whole ass nigga. Now his new name is now is NBA Maybelline because this nigga now wear hella makeup. And for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, it's the rapper that all the kids love, NBA YoungBoy. But from now on, we will prefer to this nigga as NBA Maybelline because he's now on his Marilyn Manson shit with the makeup.
Oh yeah, see, I see when it comes to them ass clowns, I don't talk about them because them motherfuckers don't affect policy. So if they don't affect policy, I really don't want to expunge too much energy on them. That's why I don't want to talk about that bitch Candace Owens because that bitch don't affect policy. She's irrelevant.
Yeah, see one of those dead hyenas on the Arizona, highways. But if we're going to get out of here, brother, you keep
All
doing
right,
your
bro.
thing, dog. You have any problems, man? You get with me, man. I'm coming prepared, man. So
All
salute
day.
to you, brother. Salute to the chat, and I'll see you later, dog.
All right, man. Take care, man. Be safe, bro.
All right, man.
All right. Yeah, man. So that's where we at right now when it comes to this, right? So I hope everyone had got something out of watching this video, right? If you want to subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Share these videos. YouTube got me under a shadow ban because I guess they don't like the content I put out, right? I'm not unapologetically, uncompromisingly going at these white supremacists and these black bootlicks alike. So share the video, hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, down there is my Cash App and my PayPal. And with that, I thank everyone for watching this video. I'm out this bitch, y'all. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. This your boy. Scream at me. Oh!